maybe at the end of the session, if someone has those collabs, they can share here over here. Otherwise, I will share it at the end. Okay. Uh, so I think in the last session, you would have learned about, I mean, how the different type of in the first session you would have learned about the like how collab works, right? And in the second session you would have learned like how you use the plotly to plot the visualization. Am I right? Can anyone summarize like what they have learned in the last session, particularly the last session? Anyone would like to take? Anyone? Just basic, I mean, what you learned in the last session. I mean, your brief will also work. Okay, what was the session about? I mean, the last session was
So data visualization, basically we want to plot our data points, or we want to show graphically our data representation in front of anyone. Example, plotty, command, cborn, and many things.
right. So so before I don't know, I mean, I was not there in the last session, so I can't say what had happened in the last session. So can anyone say, I mean, why do we need visualization? I mean, just a basic question.
Sir, because suppose we have complex data which is unable to understand a simple person, but because of the visualization, we can easily represent that data in a simple language, which can be easily interpreted by anyone.
Yeah, so that is the first thing. I mean, that's why you need visualization. So now the second question comes like, why effective visualization? Okay.
So I can say that, sir, because our eye is more effective than our ear. So I can also say that by seeing any data, we can learn more things than listening. So that will be according to me.
Agree. So yeah, visuals are better, always better than text data. Yeah. So due to these things, yeah, you can say that visualization is better. Visualization is needed. Okay. So now, now the second question comes like, what is good visualization and what is bad visualization? I mean, can you refer? I mean, can you give some example, or anyone has any idea of bad visualization?
Sir, a non-symmetric way of representing data and many things, sir. I have no.
Yeah. Okay.
For,
I mean,
for example,
yeah, please.
A lot of times, what happens is that the scale is not correct, right? So sometimes the charts can be very misleading if we don't start with the right scale, right? For example, it should be 0 to something, but we start, for simplicity, let's say we start from 100. Then the gaps between, let's say, the bar graphs is not, like, it doesn't represent reality, right? So all these little things, access, all that is very critical actually. Otherwise, it will miscommunicate.
Agree. Anyone would like to try, or would like to add or subtract something from his?
So basically, a good visualization gives a clear picture of the data so that we can understand it properly, whereas a bad visualization doesn't.
Okay.
I mean, people can interpret things in a different way if we give a different visualization. For example, if it is a 3D graph and the column heights could appear same, where the person who views it could infer it differently. So the visualization is really important so that, the decision makers infer the, sorry. So the decision makers infer the exact data and not the manipulated data.
Yeah. Okay.
One other point. This is actually this was like, I read this by a designer in context of charts in PowerPoint, but it applies to everything. it's actually a kind of a design thinking point, which is the choice of chart itself should say something about what you're trying to communicate, right? So last time there was this nice pictorial this thing which the prof had taught, saying when you're doing this kind of thing you should have a bar graph, when you're doing this kind of thing you should have this, right? So depending on what you're trying to communicate, the right choice of charts is also important.
Yeah, pretty close to the real answer. I mean, what I was expecting. So yeah, that is the thing. I mean, see, visualization is needed. So the first thing is clear to all of you that why visualization is needed, because yeah, obviously visuals are better than the text. Okay, so now I mean the second question comes like what is the best visualization technique? I mean, yeah, right visualization. So which chart will help you? So that's the main where the main game comes. Okay, I mean the people come up with different unique visual. I mean, yeah, many unique visualizations. You see, I mean, day to day you will see that. I mean, there would be some new visualization. I mean, proper the new graphs and new charts. Okay, have you seen any? I mean, do you have any idea? I mean, the new charts. I mean, completely unconventional charts or unconventional graphs. Anyone? Okay, recently the nursing day was there. So, anyone has any idea about that? I mean, what?
Please repeat that, sir. What is that?
Florence Nightingale. I mean,
Yeah, she was the first, like they say, she was the nurse in World War, but they say she was the person, the first statistician in a sense, because she was using visualizations to communicate data, and that was absolutely revolutionary then.
yeah. So you have seen, I mean, that is the unique type.
Yeah,
of,
I've seen the original files, like it's
Yeah.
on the internet.
Yeah, I'll try to show that. I mean, to others. So this is the graphs he has made. I mean, is it visible?
Yes,
Yes, sir, we can see it.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. See, this is the graph he has made. Okay. I mean, if I'll start this story, then yeah, I will take at least 14 to 15 minutes. So I won't go in that depth. So what I am trying to say is no. So what had happened? I mean, earlier at that time, no one was agree to her point that I mean people can get infected through the, I mean the so at that time the war was happening. So she was a nurse over there. So she has to take care of all the, I mean the soldiers. Okay. So when she said no, I mean we need to keep different soldiers separately. I mean the different soldiers have different diseases, and we have to keep them separately. So no one believed. I mean, how it can happen? I mean, how can the disease can transfer? Okay. So no one believed her. Okay. So for that, she tried to create this chart. Okay. And based on this chart, she tried to persuade people. I mean, she tried to convince the people that yeah, this is the real thing. Okay. And after that, yeah, all these things started, like the security measures were taken. I mean, the keep the, I mean the different patients to the different chambers, or and all those. I mean, wear hand gloves and all. Okay, so these things were there. So actually, this type of story. I mean, there are 3 4 historical graphs. Okay, this is one of them. Okay. So another is in London, cholera had happened. So those things are there. So these graphs are really unique. And if you see, I mean, we haven't learned these kind of charts in any course or anywhere, I would say, because yeah, these are the unique graphs, and the target of this graph is just to persuade people. I mean, just to effectively visualize I mean, effectively communicate the whatever I want to say. I mean, okay. Yeah. So that is the thing here. Okay. So yeah, that is all about the basics. Okay. Okay, Vitodeep was okay. So unconventional. Okay. Yeah, maybe at that time I would be saying the unconventional graphs or unconventional plots. Okay.
Yes, sir, we got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing here. Okay. So I think yeah. So what we are doing here in this course. So first thing I would like to know one thing again here. So how many of you have already completed MLP? I mean, please, yeah, please raise your hands so that at least I will get the idea.
Sorry, completed what?
MLP.
Completed the MLP machine learning practices course.
Yeah. Okay, so around 11 to 12, yeah, 13, 14. Okay, so yeah, 15 people. And okay, someone has messaged Sunburst. Okay, it is not Sunburst. I'll show you. Sunburst is something different. Okay. Okay, so 40 people have already completed their MLP course. Okay, I mean, yeah, I just wanted to get the idea. I mean, how much depth should we go for the session, for this session? Okay. So I assume other than this, the 14 people, I think around 80 people out of 95, yeah, 80 people would have done just MLF or some basic course, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can safely assume that. No. So yeah. So what? So I would
Many
Yeah.
could have done MLT also, and
Okay, okay.
and
Yeah.
some kind of some of us have done the MLT course workshop, which has some basic visualizations and all of it.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So what I wanted to know that, I mean, I just wanted to know, I mean, how much idea of coding you guys have. Okay. So I assume that most of you are not that much familiar with the coding part. I mean, you have done just the Python thing. So that is a majority, I would say. I mean, yeah, whoever has done the MLP.
Yes, sir. Only the basics of Python, not into in depth of Python.
Okay, okay. Okay, we in MLT, I don't know. I mean, at how much depth they have covered these things. So
Only in workshop we started having a programming part for MLT, sir. In the regular course, we had full of theories and
yeah, that is what.
examples, but not the coding part. We had only in the workshop.
Okay,
the
yeah, that
coding
is
part.
what I also know regarding regarding MLT course. So I assume, yeah, you have not used the plots and all. I mean, extensively, I would say, yeah. Okay. So like you have matplotlib, Seaborn, like that also you have plotly also. Okay. So in the last session, you have learned about some basic charts. I mean, you would have learned like I assume bar plot or pie chart, something like this. You would have learned. So these type of charts are common. I mean, you can see these type of charts are in every library, whether it's a matplotlib, whether it's a Seaborn, or everywhere you will see these charts. Okay. So, but there are few unique charts which is available in Plotly. So what the agenda of this session will be to introduce you to some of the charts which are a little better than the basic charts. Okay. So that's the thing only. I'll try to introduce few charts. Okay. So that is what we can cover. And yeah, so why I asked the thing. I mean, whoever is how many of you has completed the MLP, and how many of you have completed just MLP? So that, I mean, based on that, I will go in depth of the codes. Okay. Then I will not, because since we have just 2 hours, so I won't focus that much on the code. I assume that once you will get this code, and just by iterating few things, you can easily change the shape and all. Okay. I'll try to explain like why this graph and where to use this graph. I mean, what is the pro and cons of these graphs. Okay. So that would be, yeah, that would be my target here. Okay. So, okay. So first plot is that field area plot. Okay. I mean, so you would have already known about the like what are the advantages of Plotly. Okay. Like you see, I mean, yeah, lot of customization is possible in Plotly. It's interactive lab. So yeah, these few points are very good. I mean, its graphs are interactive, quite interactive. Okay. And like we have the Howard tool, Howard tool capabilities. Due to that, I mean, you see, no, I mean, whenever you use the graph and okay, like this, when you hover over there, so you will see the data. Okay, the values and all. Okay, yeah. So this is the good thing about this. So field area plot. So when you see about the field area plot, so basically it's stacked area plot only. So what happens here? So in this type of chart, you see, okay, I think yeah, my mouse is hanging. Yeah. So here, usually you will see that particularly in this type of charts, you will see one continuous variable, okay, and another categorical variable, okay, and that continuous variable usually will be the range of like it would be a time series data that will be on your x-axis, and in y-axis it will be a basically the categorical data, okay. So when do you need this thing? Okay, I mean, now I'll try to cover the, I mean, what are the advantages of this graph? Okay, I mean, so usually we use it to cumulatively show the distribution of the chart of distribution over the time. Okay, so here, here if you see, what I would say, yeah, I think I covered, yeah, easily and change over time. Okay, so the good thing about this is that you can easily compare like how the different categorical values are increasing over the time. Okay, and how much is the contribution at particular, let's say at particular time, let's say 2000, yeah, year 2000. So here, like how much is the contribution of different continents, something like this. Okay, so that's the advantage of this yeah, stacked area plot. Okay, but the issue is basically if you talk about the issues of this chart, so you will feel that yeah, here I mean it's difficult to accurately analyze it. Let's say if I'll ask you like in the year 2000, so how much was the contribution of population from the from Asia continent? Okay, so it's difficult to visualize that. Okay, so those are the, I mean, disadvantages of this type of chart. Okay, and you will see this type of chart you can see in matplotlib also, and yeah, Seaborn also, but that you won't see, I mean, this much interactive. Okay, so yeah, that is the advantage of plotly. I mean, you will see a little, I mean, visually appealing charts, I would say. Okay, for example, here you see we have plotted the, we have taken yeah, toy data set from the library, yeah, from this plotly library only, and we on x-axis we have plotted the year column, and in y-axis we have plotted the population, and the color coding we have given for different color for different continent. Okay, and yeah, line group shows the country. Okay, I think yeah, I won't ask you to see these things because yeah, you can I assume once you will click on this one. Okay, for example, you will open the library and okay, here you can easily read about the parameters. Even if you miss any parameters, you can directly refer these things. Okay, and based on this you can do the changes, so as you do for SQL and library and all. Okay, so yeah, now my first question would be here. I mean, can anyone just try to visualize any chart or give me any example where you can use this type of chart? Okay, see, ultimately what will happen? I can give you the tools. These are the tools. Now ultimately you have to fight in the war. Okay, so you should be able to understand and when you have to use the which, I mean, when you have to use the which tool. Okay, so yeah, just try to visualize, I mean, where you can use this type of graphs, or at which scenario this type of graphs will be helpful. Anyone?
So today morning I was reading a news article on the increasing demand for air conditioners
Okay.
amongst different countries, and they used a very similar graph to this. There was a line chart that they used with basically depicting the growth of demand of ACs.
Okay.
I think, sir, mostly on time series data, we can apply these type of charts with time series data with frequency.
yeah, time series, one time series data and other, yeah, frequency or something. I mean, you should be, I mean, some categorical data. Okay. So this combination goes very well along with this. Okay. Yeah. I can show some other graphs also, but that's okay. I think because due to time condition, I will try to, yeah, I know when if I want to go fast, then yeah, I won't be able to cover a lot of things. Still, I have to, yeah, I have to skip few things. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's all about this chart. I mean, particularly this one. Okay. Field area plot. So again, so advantage, I mean, the type of this chart, one should be the time series data, another should be, I mean, categorical variables. It easily, I mean, shows the distribution over a period of time. Okay. But the disadvantage is that it doesn't show the accurate distribution. For accurate distribution, you can use the stacked bar plot or yeah, stacked line chart. Okay. So they those type of graphs can help you over there. Okay. So now let's talk about the Gantt chart. Okay, so Gantt chart, does anyone know what is Gantt chart? Or have you any?
Yes, sir. We have used Gantt charts as part of operating systems and software engineering.
Okay, okay.
We also get to introduce about this Gantt chart in our DBMS course about the time management or process management, I think.
In transaction, we use mainly this
Yes,
type
in
of chart.
transactions.
Is there is any
Yes.
overlapping or deadlock? These things happen or not?
Yes, for deadlocks, we have used this, correct.
So Gantt chart was a requirement for the last video.
Okay,
In general, where you can use it wherever there are schedules and dependencies.
exactly. So I think a lot of you already know a few things. I mean, so you are familiar with these type of charts. Okay, maybe whoever is from the, I mean, just from the foundation courses, I mean, just across the foundation courses, so it may be helpful to them. That is what I would say. So, and I am trying to focus on those people only. Okay, for this session. I mean, definitely whoever is completed them will be, I assume, just within 1 or 2 term you will be in data visualization course. So you will see the advanced level of all these things. Okay, so yeah. But before, other than that, I mean, yeah, here you can see these things. I mean, whoever doesn't know, so I'm just trying to introduce you. So whoever knows this Gantt chart, so they know, I mean, like what is their work. I mean, basically it helps you to, I mean, allocate the timing and all to the, I mean, different tasks. Okay. So you see, okay. Yeah. So the good thing about this chart is that, yeah, it easily give you the good visual presentation of tasks, their duration and their dependencies. I think as someone said. Okay. So yeah, Gantt, the name came from this Henry Gantt. Okay, so I think yeah, these things are not that much easy, but yeah. So here the three main components are there: task list, timeline, and task bar. So whenever you have to plan any task, no, I mean you have to plan any schedule or any work. Okay, in those type of cases, yeah, these type of charts will be very helpful. So again, you see here, I mean, what we have done, we have just created 3 projects. Let's say project 1, project A, B, C, starting time, finishing time, and completion percentage. Okay. So yeah, and after that we have used this module. Okay, dot timeline. We use dot timeline. Then yeah, start we have taken the start and extend the ending time. And yeah, color coding we have used completion.
What is this data frame?
So this data frame we have just created. I mean, just a sample data frame we have created here over here. So just to yeah, plot this thing. I mean, for this chart we needed we need at least 3 projects. I mean, yeah, at least 3 tasks. Their starting time, ending time, and completion percentage, something like that. Okay. So here we have created manually. We have created that. Okay. You can take it as a sample.
And what does DICT stand for?
Sorry.
Dict. What does it stand for?
Dictionary.
So we're creating dictionaries here.
Right. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, that is all about this chart. So you know now where you have to use. Basically, whenever you have to schedule something, no, at those type of situations, this chart will be very helpful. Okay. And the main three components are the task list, timeline, and task bar. Okay. So yeah. Then this third chart comes Sunburst chart. Okay. Yeah. So basically, yeah, I was also seeing the what is the data set. Okay. So in Sunburst chart, you see, I mean, basically what happens, no, it's like it radiates outwards. Okay. At the base, at the center of or at the core, there will be the root labels, and towards the outside portion, you will see the leaf. Yeah, leaf labels, I would say here. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So this sunburst chart, can we think of it as multiple concentric pie charts?
You can say like that. You can say like
Okay.
that. Yeah. But it's that yeah. See the whatever is at the inner circle, no, that is depend that is connected to the outer circle also. I mean, see what has happened here in the Sunday. You are seeing the dinner. Okay, and in that dinner you are seeing the male and female. Okay, so there is some contribution of each group. Okay, at the outer circle also, it is connected to the. So if you are what say concentric, use concentric pie chart. You said no.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, if you see the concentric pie chart in that, ideally, if you go with the name only, then it should be not. I mean, there should be no relation between
No
the
relation between the inner,
yes,
inner
yeah,
and the outer pie charts. Yeah.
yeah. But here it is. Okay, and the
Okay.
verb terms itself is no. Just just expand outwards. Okay, something like that. So that is what happens in this type of chart. Here you see. I mean, yeah. So if we see here, what we have done here, we have taken this data frame. Okay, this is px.data.tips. So here you see, I mean, different columns are there: total bill, tip, gender, smoker, whether he is a smoker or not, daytime or which day it is, or timing is whether it's a dinner or and maybe I assume there would be lunch. Yeah, dinner and lunch. Okay. So what we have done here, like we have just created the path. First, we will plot the day, like Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. And then what is the timing, whether it's a dinner or lunch time. And then like in the values, we have given you the total bill. Okay. And gender was also there. So I just forgot to mention that. Okay. So yeah, like this, we can plot here over here. Okay. So usually so you use when you use the group by statement, no, especially in MLP or when you explore the data set, no, at that time when you use this group by. So for those type of cases, this type of chart can be helpful. Okay, and especially the hierarchical data. So you would have seen. Okay, I mean, let me see the voice. I don't. Okay, that's okay. I mean, I was trying to plot the hierarchical chart, like how it happens, how we make that chart. I mean, let's say the family hierarchy only. I mean, your grandfather, then grandfather, grandmother, then after that, come your parents, and after the from your parents, you can. I mean, okay, like that. You see this example is just for those. I mean, who is not gone through the MLP course. I mean, who has already gone through MLP course, you would have seen the like how you plot the hierarchical chart. Okay. And for others, so especially when you see the hierarchical type of distribution, no, these charts will be very helpful. Okay. As it says, like each level of hierarchy is represented by ring. Okay. I mean, innermost ring represents the root category, and subsequent rings represent the subsequent category. Okay, I think we will share the attendance. This, maybe at the end we will share. Okay, so that I can get the timings also. Okay, whoever has come. Yeah, we have not shared the attendance sheet. I will share at the, yeah, in the last 30 minutes, I will share that sheet.
The sequence that you write these headers will determine these leaves.
Sorry, I am not able to hear you.
The sequence in which you write in the code, does it affect? Like you've written date, time, sex.
Yeah,
You change
okay.
it.
Yeah. It will definitely affect. No, I mean, I have given it as a day is the root node. Okay. It is the inner circle. Then timing, dinner, lunch. It is the second, second circle. Then gender. This is the third one. Okay. It will definitely affect.
So here, the size of these slices, if I may call them slices, I don't know what they're called, would be determined by the total bill or the tip size.
Total bill is at the end only. I'm okay. So if the final one you are seeing, there you will be seeing it will be affected by the total bill.
So then what is here Saturday's dinner affected by?
Yeah. So it depends, like in Saturday, how many dinners are there and how many lunches are there. Okay. It seems on Saturday we don't have lunch. Is it? Let me confirm.
Total should add up to 100, no, sir, like 100%, like
So,
similar to pie chart.
Okay, it is not like the pie chart. So 100% is like all the day. If you include all the days, then it will be 100%. Okay.
But here we are taking the total of the bill, no, sir. I mean total amount. So it should be 100% against the total bill, right? Like.
So
why aren't the
Can we
other
say
days
value?
here?
Sorry.
Why aren't the other days not here, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
So I assume in your in our data set we don't have other days. We have just Sunday, Saturday. Yeah, Thursday is there. Okay, yeah, Thursday is here. Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, Friday. We have only 4 days. Okay. Yeah, that is what I am assuming here. And that would be the case only. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that is about this day.
Sir,
Yes.
more area means more share. That it's
Yeah.
Okay.
In Saturday, see, in the Friday you are seeing the lunch and dinner both. In Thursday you are seeing just lunch only. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So it says about our data set that you see, I mean, in the Friday you have lunch and dinner both. So, and in lunch also, like how many males were there and how many females were there. Okay. Again, in dinner also, how many females were there and how many males were there. Okay. So you see, I mean, on Thursday you have females. Okay.
Sir, is there a way to show the total bill value next to the value what we display here?
Total.
Like in the pie charts we show, no, like say for below the dinner we show the value. So
See,
is there a way to show like that? I'm asking.
I need to go through this library. This module. Otherwise, but I personally I wouldn't prefer that to plot all those numbers because it will be very messy then.
No, I understand. I'm just only asking at the inner root level, like a parent root level, at least if we are able to plot. I mean, will we be able to display similar to pie chart? That's what I wanted to understand.
Yeah, maybe I also need to see whether it is possible or not, the final values. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So that's the thing here. Okay. I mean, yeah, you can. So I will keep it as a task only. You should explore this. I mean, just change the values, change the color, and there could be, different parameters. Okay. Once you will get this Colab, you just try to play with it. Okay.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Due to time, the main agenda is that I just want to introduce you to the graphs, to this type of graphs, and like how this works and what is the meaning. Okay. So when you try to play with it, no, you just no only just someone said no. I mean, what will happen if we change this day to the? I mean, we will put the time first and day after that. So you will see the like what change happened in the graph. Okay. And see, again, I could have done that. I could have explored this data set. I mean, it will take 2-3 line of code, 2-3 lines of code, and then I can definitely directly give you the, I mean, whether we have just Saturday, Sunday, or Thursday, Friday only, or we have on Saturday, do we only have dinner only, or something like this. But I don't want to do that because due to the time constraint. Okay. Otherwise, yeah, you won't be able to cover that. I mean, all of the graph.
Yeah, got it. So we can move on.
But definitely, whoever has done the MLP course, try to, I mean, yeah, it won't take that much line of code, just 3-4 lines of code. Okay. You can explore these things. Okay. I mean, whatever you see in this graph, okay, just ask the question from yourself. Yeah, ask question for you to yourself, and just try to use and just do the ADA. Okay. I mean, yeah, so 2-3 questions just now we saw. I mean, first, whether on Saturday we have, I mean, how many, just do the group by for this one. I mean, the day type of Saturday, take the day type of Saturday, and after that, see how many unique values of the this, how many unique values of time are there, whether it's just dinner only, or dinner or lunch are also there. Okay. So those things you can do. And here, yeah, so this one, I mean, the same data set, the which we used in the first stacked area chart. Okay, the same data set we take. It is just that we took the year as 2007 only. Okay, we just tried to plot for one particular year. Okay. So here you can see, I mean, again, this graph at least will make more sense, because at least we have idea. Like in Asia, we have these 2 countries. I mean, yeah, Asia, we have these many countries. And what is the proportion of India? This much. I mean, the proportion of population, I would say. Okay. In out in Asia, what is the proportion of yeah, China, proportion of India and other countries? Okay. So like that. Okay. This graph, I mean, at least particularly this plot looks more appealing because due to this color, but definitely the same thing it is also conveying here. Like in the root, yeah, in the root circle you have different continents, and in the here you see in the root, yeah, root circle you have continents, and the outer circle you have countries. Okay, and values are population. So I think, yeah, someone was asking one question here. No, I mean, the like why we have given Saturday as this much large, and Sunday this much large, Saturday this much large. So again, this is also based on the population only. I think someone was asking, and I said that, yeah, see this volume, I mean the yeah, total bill is, I mean, the outer portion is representing the total bills, the width of the outer portion. But the same, I mean, the same proportion is there for the inner circle also. No. Anyone has any doubt, or is it just me who is speaking?
No, sir.
Hello,
No
sir.
doubt, sir. No doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I have one general question.
Yeah.
How to can we use these charts in other presentations like a PPT if we want to present a dashboard kind of a thing?
No,
Do
why not?
we need to go through only? I mean,
Yeah.
is there a way to design dashboard in Python also?
Yeah. See, if you explore the this library, particularly the Plotly, it is very helpful to create some apps and all. Okay, where directly you can show, I mean, web apps and all. There you directly you can use this library to plot the graphs and all. Okay, and these are very interactive tools. Okay, there are many tools, I would say. Yeah. These
Sir,
are-
can I add something here?
Can we use
Yeah,
it
please.
in Flask?
Yeah, someone said to yeah, someone wants-
Yeah. So regarding the questions about creating dashboards in Plotly, yes, you can create dashboards. There is a module called Dash in Plotly
I
only, which will
Okay.
help you create interactive dashboards based on these charts.
Okay.
And
Can
you
we
can
use it
also
in
integrate
Flask
this with
app?
Flask app.
Sorry.
You can also integrate these with Flask apps.
Sorry, I'm not aware of that. What is
So-
that Flask? Can you just type in chat?
Have you taken
we'll
MAT 1,
explore
the
it.
modern application development course?
No. I have taken
Ah,
only data science
It's
course.
a
So.
framework. You will get it in the application development course.
Okay.
So it's like when you if you ask me to say in the layman language, so I will tell you when you want to use the when you try to build any website or something like that. Okay, in that case,
Okay.
Flask is a framework you can use, and that works on the that works on Python. Okay, there you can use these libraries like your Plotly, and it will be very helpful over there. To plot the graphs, and particularly the interactive graphs.
Okay, so
Am
we
I
can
right?
integrate this also with other other tools like PowerPoint, presentation, wherever we want to do. Can we need to just copy and paste this chart, is it? Or how do we
Okay. So you
show
are
these type of charts in other presentations or
so you are seeing you exactly want to use this chart in your presentation. So I assume
yes.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I assume to use this chart in your presentation. I think Google Slide would be not sure. I have not personally used that. So maybe Google Slide would be supporting this. But I need,
Okay.
or maybe usually what we do here, no, at least in this type of particular cases, we just create a GIF file. Okay. At least
Okay.
if we have to use the, the basic presentation. Okay. Normal
Okay.
PPT and all. Okay. So there you can use the GIF type. Okay. But mostly what we do in such situation, we directly create a dashboard and we provide the link. Okay.
Okay.
We provide the link to that.
Okay. So just clicking on that will take us to this Python, Colab.
Yeah.
Am I right? Okay. Okay, sir. Got it.
And if you create the dashboard, you create the dashboard and integrate with web apps. No, it will. You can refer that also. Okay, by just
Okay, sir.
providing link.
Got it. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Welcome. Anyone? Okay, just again the next question. So just give me some good example where you can use this Sunburst diagram. Okay, anyone?
Sir, in not like exactly, but in DBMS we read a separating of disk, magnet disk, how it's separated in block size, block. So in that constraint, I can say that this type of graph there, but not actually, but in that mind come by saying this.
Okay. Maybe in real
The
life.
figure is similar, but yeah.
The concept is different, but the similar.
We can use it anywhere where we have data and like there are categorical vehicles, and when we want to see how it is distributed, like the values are distributed among the different categories.
Yeah, I think it is properly
So
used to the contents of a disk, like folders, subfolders, the contents of that.
Yeah, there has to be a dependency relationship between the different categories we're plotting.
Yeah. So again, my question, can you take some real life example or just try to create one example?
So where we have multiple products and we have to see how these products perform across genders.
You are not audible, I think. Whoever is speaking.
Sir, am I audible now?
Yeah. Please.
Your audio is not very clear though.
So I was saying when we have multiple products and we need to see how they're performing across genders or age groups, maybe.
Maybe just take some directly examples. Any example. Just try to, let's take the example of cricket only. Okay. I'm just giving you the idea, or I also don't have any idea, any example as of now in my mind, but I'm just taking. Okay. In cricket, you have to use the Sunburst diagram. You would have seen also, in cricket, because I'm feeling like I have seen somewhere in, when they do the analysis, they use this Sunburst
So
diagram.
there is something called a Ferris wheel that shows the sixes and the boundaries. That is kind of similar to this, but
no, that is different thing.
That is a different thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that is different. That is completely different. Here, let's say some player is there. Okay, different country and different ground. How much they score? Okay, I'm just creating one example. Okay, like that, anyone can say anything else also. Yeah.
Sir?
Yeah.
So maybe we can plot a sunburst chart for the exports of a country.
Okay. Yeah.
Something like sales of particular computer components depending on the manufacturer.
Yes, sir.
That is also okay.
Or we can say the distribution of Coca-Cola company through different things, areas where we can sold how much, where you can bout, where it can Coca-Cola, mango fruity, these things distributing.
Okay. Yeah, that will also work. So basically, someone has written properly. I mean, where you have categorical data and numbers too, and depends on the how many categorical data you have. So that many circles you can draw. Okay, and those yeah, those categorical data should be dependent, something like that. Not dependent. Dependent won't be the correct word, but yeah, it should be related. Yeah. So I think you all of you have got the idea, like where you can go with this Sunburst diagram. Okay. Now the one more. I mean, I would say this is also a very good diagram, Sankey diagram. So how many of you have heard about this term Sankey diagram?
I have seen this diagram, but I have not. Like the name is new to me. I have not heard that name as such.
Sir, I have seen this diagram in like
In TDS.
some subreddits where they post like how many applications they made, how many extra offers they got and all. They are just branching it off. Like how many jobs they applied, how many replies they got, how many offers they got, and at the end they are like 2 offers, like final placement, something like that. I've seen in some subreddits.
In one of the TDS lectures as well, we use a tool very similar to this for visualization.
Flourish.
Yeah, Flourish. That's right. I forgot the name. It's Flourish.
Actually, there we've also plot the something according to country. It continuously increasing day by day. So
It was a race, bar chart race. I think.
Race or population, whatever maybe. So in Flourish we use these things.
Okay, so you so how many of you have used the Flourish?
Sir, in TDS we use every month.
In TDS, yeah, it's there.
Okay. So in TDS you guys have used Flourish. Okay.
But we have not heard the name. This Sankey diagram. The name itself is new. This name wasn't mentioned in TDS.
Okay. So basically, this diagram is very helpful when you see the flow of energy. I mean, from one side to another side. No, and on those cases, this diagram is very helpful. I mean, we usually plot this diagram. Okay, and where definitely the width of the arrow is proportional to like how much quantity is flowing from one side to another side. Okay. Here you see what we have done here. We have created the labels. Okay, and then colors. Okay, we have created the 2 dictionary. First is the nodes dictionary, and second dictionary would be, I think, somewhere here. I think the values are there. Links. So this is the first dictionary. This is the first dictionary. In the first dictionary, you have different nodes. Okay. In the first dictionary, you have different nodes and the label of those nodes and the color. Okay, that you have defined in the first dictionary. Okay, so we have how many labels? 5 labels. Okay, so what are those labels? The countries and gold, silver, bronze. So 3 countries are there which we have kept, which is kept this side in USA, China, Japan, and in the right side we have silver, gold, and bronze. Okay, so and in the second dictionary we have provided the information of link, like how which source should be connected to which link. Okay, which level should be connected to the which level. Okay, so for that we provided the source link, source number, and then the target node and how much value should be there. Okay, this value will define the width of your this shape. Okay, this rectangular shape. Okay, I'll just go through just one. See here, let's take this one. Okay, So this one is saying that USA is connected to the silver. So USA, the first one is connected to the okay, first one only. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. So source is 0. So basically, yeah, these three 0, 1, 2. Okay. So these are the source, and 3, 4, 5 are the targets. Okay. 0, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5. These are the targets. So 0 is connected with 3. So basically one this strip should go from here to 3. No, this one. 3 is 3 only. No, yeah, 3. So one strip from here should go into this one. So we can see this one is going. The first strip is going. Now what is the value? 41. I think the weight the value. Okay. I think I'm doing mistake. Maybe I don't know. 0, 3 and the 39. It is the value it is showing. Okay.
Sir, 3 is for gold, 4 is for silver, and 5 is for.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for correcting. Yeah. So it's gold is first, and yeah. Yeah. Gold is first. So gold 3 is for gold. Yeah. And 4 is for silver. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Like that, it is connected through each and every I would say, yeah. The yeah, source is connected to the target. Okay. So like that. So basically it represents the connection between the two different categories, and it represents the flow of energy. But when you have to show the flow part, no, then these type of shapes are helpful. Okay.
So this same chart can be like a sunburst, I think.
Yeah, you can make like that. So again, yeah, since again here you have 3 categories. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, the first circle you can put this country. In the second circle you can put this silver, gold, bronze. In the third, yeah, and the value would be that the width will be the value. I mean the size
Could you
of
please show the data, please?
the this one only. Okay, we have created the dictionary. Okay.
To import some data.
No, we have not imported any data here. We have created
I'm sorry, I don't understand the data then. What is it showing that there's a movement of what from one country to the other?
Okay.
Are these medals or just metals?
I assume it would be medals.
So whereas USA was winning certain medals, now some other country would be getting those, like that.
Yeah, USA have won how many gold, how many silver, how many bronze. So like that, China has also won how many silver, how many gold, how many bronze. I assume that, I'm not sure, but yeah, even if it makes any other sense, so it's just for demo purpose, and even if it shows the like how much extraction had happened from that country, then also it will make, I mean the same sense it will make. For now, just assume, I mean this is like a we have different countries and how much silver, gold, and bronze they have won, right? Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, and for the data set, see, ultimately in this session you just don't aim for to understand the data set. Okay, ultimately you will have any data set. Okay, I mean you will get any data set. So what you have to understand how the chart works. Okay, and how the basic syntaxes are there. Okay, and after the session, when you will start playing with the syntaxes, no, then you will learn, I mean different, you can introduce some different parameters. Okay, some new parameters which we have not used, and see what changes can happen. Maybe you can play with color and every other thing. Okay. And if you understand the meaning of this shape, so that will be, I mean, if everyone understands the meaning of the shape, no, I mean whatever the graph I've showed, and if you are able to understand after this session, if you are able to understand the meaning of this shape, okay, then I will think that yeah, I have done my job. Okay, I mean, yeah, that would be good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Because ultimately, I mean, there are very small proportion of the MLP completed students. Okay, if there would be more number of them, then yeah, I would have also, along in the session only, I would have played with, I mean, I would have done some EDA part, particularly the coding part. I mean, I would have tried to prove that, I mean, whether our code, I mean I prove the same value, whether we are getting in the code using the codes or not. Okay. But for now, just try to understand the where, I mean, in future, where you can use this type of shape, and yeah, what this shape says. Like that, many of you said that you know the Sunburst, you know the Sankey, you have seen this one also, Gantt chart also. Okay, but you don't understand how it works, and yeah. So that's the thing. So again, this all these things are hierarchical charts. Okay, you see the Sunburst, then your this one flow. This one is not exactly hierarchy, but again, here also you can see since in Sunburst you had limitations. You don't have limitations. I mean, you can go with any number of circles, but here you have limitations. Okay, you should you have one source, one node, one target. Okay, I mean one set of source and one set of target. Okay, so if you convert this into the Sunburst type, you will always have just two circles only. Okay, but Treemaps, this is also a hierarchical type of graph. So what we have done here, we have created a bigger circle, bigger square shape. Okay, it's just like in circles. There we have in Sunburst, we have in the I can say, yeah, we have in circle shape. Here we have in this shape, in rectangular shape. So the outer circle represents the world, and inside that world, now this rectangle represents the continent. Here it is Asia. Inside the Asia, if you come, we have different countries like China, India, Indonesia, Pakistan, and other countries. Okay, like that we have different countries or different continents also, Africa, America. Okay, like that we have plotted over here. Okay, so
one thing becomes apparent is like in Africa the life expectancy is very low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life expectancy. Yeah.
So if we want to highlight that, then we can use this type of chart, I guess.
I agree.
But then again, it also highlights stark differences. So for example, Egypt is in Africa, but check the difference between Egypt and Nigeria, for example.
Yeah.
See, ultimately these things are, so you can directly, so you can't target particular country in such cases, but you can directly understand. I mean, these are the countries where the life expectancies are pretty low. Okay, something like that. And every
again in Asia, for example, Afghanistan stands out.
Yeah. So that is correct. Okay. Here you see, I mean, this is very dark. Okay, among all countries in Asia, directly you can point out the Afghanistan. Okay.
Afghanistan and Japan as well. Japan is on the positive side, so that is also one of the extremes.
Yeah, that is also on the extreme side only. Right. So good observation. So okay, again, let's I just didn't introduce that part. Now let's introduce one more part. Okay. So I hope no one has any issues in understanding these graphs.
These graphs can, I suppose, be copy pasted to a PowerPoint slide.
I think yes, you can directly. So I think Chaitanya said no how you can import directly. I mean, this interactive, particularly the interactive graph directly into the PowerPoint. I think Chaitanya has shared one.
Yeah, there is a link I've mentioned in chat. You can go there.
Yeah, using that method, you can import them. Okay. So you see again. So one good thing. So I'll ask maybe so whoever has spoken already. See, first thing is that I'll ask everyone to participate in the session. Okay. So I see. I see. Yeah, I heard. I think there are 10 to 12 people who are continuously interacting with me. I'll request others also to say something. At least just be vocal. Okay. I mean, just say anything. That is fine with me. Okay. Because the questions are not like any alien question. Okay. I mean, the questions are pretty basic only. Just someone who has not spoken till now, just try to say. I mean, just try to see anything. Okay. I mean, just try to comment about this graph. So, what is good thing about this graph? I mean, if you are seeing this graph, what is good thing of what is the thing you are observing in this graph? Okay. Anything you can mention. And others can also prepare like one good thing about this graph and one bad thing about this graph. Okay, one issue. So someone already mentioned like, yeah, you can if I try to point out one country, particular country, we can't point out because these countries are very small. Okay, I mean the size is very small, so it's not easily we can't easily interpret this country. I mean which country it is or something like that. Okay,
Sir,
but
the area correspond to the population or the size?
yeah, population.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So anyone, I mean 120 candidates are there.
So it's a bit congested graph, you can say.
Yeah, yeah. So that is one thing. So I think, yeah, this
We
says
can plot a large number of categorical and things using this chart.
okay,
Large group of categories.
large group of categories. Okay, that is
Sir,
also
good thing about this is it is communicating the population and the life expectancy about all the continents, countries, and everything in a single chart.
okay.
So it's communicating a lot of information for a single chart.
Yeah, that is also a good point. So again, one question. So how many dimensions this graph is covering? Can anyone count or tell me the answer?
2 dimension rectangle.
No.
Three.
It has more dimensions since it's using colored as well and area.
It is, I think, 3 dimensions because color is 1 dimension and height and width is maybe. That's
Okay.
my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Color. Okay, color is the one thing.
So
Color is the
should
one
be
dimension.
4 dimensions, right? Color, shape is also there.
Okay.
Does shape have any effect though? How does
It
Oh, it's
represent,
like
I think, population.
Population.
Yeah.
you can make a terrain map. I guess.
area versus shape? Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, terrain map, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Again, questions to whoever has not spoken till now. Say anything. I mean, just any observation, whatever you are seeing here. No, you can say anything. Continent, country, population, expectancy. Yeah. Right. So yeah, Suraj Dev.
Sir, one merit I can say that it is compact and precise. There may be some demerit, but I think that will be a merit for this graph, compact and precise. In a small area, we get more information than other. If you want to plot this in other graph, then it takes more area and more place. But in compact, we can get more information for the country, compact and precise.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing I noticed just now is like the very small countries, the font size is very small. I can't.
Yeah,
even
that is a demerit also.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is also
For that, you can click on that country and you will get the expanded version of that as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Still, I think this is also a point. If you see I mean, there's small things and all. Okay. So if you go, I mean, when you have to analyze the country wise, so it is a little difficult. But when you have to analyze a continent wise, it is pretty easy. I mean, directly we can say that someone directly said in the first sentence only. I mean, Africa is the country where Africa is the continent where very less life expectancy is there. Okay, and same and you can see in the Europe, very high life expectancy is there. Okay, so that directly anyone can comment. Okay, so continent wise, it is giving you the good amount of I mean, I would say you can say that. I mean, you can directly conclude about that, and you can get your thought for the country. I mean, you can get some analysis for the continent-wise analysis. You can easily do. Okay, but when you go for the country-wise analysis, it is little difficult because there is one continent which is very large. Okay, I mean, like Asia. Okay, but if you see the other continents, there are few continents which are very small. Okay. So, but yeah, here the good thing about this plotly is that see, this is not the advantage of this tree map. The advantage, So whatever said Chaitanya said, no, I mean we can directly hover over the country name and you can see what is the exact values are there. But it's difficult to compare. Okay. See,
Sir, you can also click and you can get the expanded version. For example, if you click on Africa.
Yeah. See what I'm saying. No, see here you are getting this Africa. Okay, Africa you get the area. Okay, so you can see, but you can't compare with the other countries. No, the
Yes, sir.
yeah.
But it still, sir, it is good that it is a good chart than pie chart in terms of comparison, I think,
Right,
or
right.
long
Right.
range of
Yeah.
categories.
So the hovering is an advantage in this one. Okay. And particularly this type of shift, see, yeah, if you see the, I mean, now I have just opened the Africa only. Okay. So hovering is the, I mean, the biggest advantage, or personally, if you ask me, so the biggest advantage of this Plotly library is in the hovering thing. I mean, you can easily hover over different things and click and on this. Okay, click here and there and you will get the same.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So I have one question here. This hover functionality is coming only because you are using a Jupyter notebook, right? I mean, Colab or Jupyter. What happens if we use this as part of some other ID? How does the output come out? Will it be in form of a PNG or a GIF, or how does that work?
So I assume, see, if we are saying the dashboard will go over there, so I assume whatever the link Chaitanya would have shared, there also you will get this. So Chaitanya can confirm. So do we get the same thing? I mean,
Yes, yes.
yeah.
Even in website or in PowerPoint, if you
Website PowerPoint, yeah, website PowerPoint, yeah. I mean, yeah, website we know, website we will get this type of. I mean, there you can hover and do all these things. But yeah, about the PowerPoint, I don't.
In websites, it's powered by like JavaScript, right? Because that is. So if I run it standalone from an IDE, for example, in what form does the output come out? Can you throw some light on that?
I think in Matplotlib, like the new window comes out. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, Matplotlib will just output the thing as a PNG or a JPG or whatever you give it. But this one, since it's interactive.
No,
It
like
will
in
create a new interactive window and it will come. For example, if you're using VS Code.
Yeah.
So a new window will pop up and it will show there.
Okay, that's okay.
So yeah, again the same thing. I mean, you just put the link. Okay, once you will click on the link, then yeah, it will open. It will open a new window, and so it is basically doing the same thing then. So okay, then icicle chart. So it is similar to your again. This one is also used for the hierarchical data only. Okay, I think it's okay. I'll try to skip this thing. Again, the same thing only. I mean, the world, and in the world, you have countries, and in the countries, it's just that, I mean, the direction. Okay, it is just about the direction. So here you saw the world is, I mean, the complete rectangle is world. Here you see on the here in this one, you see the on the leftmost side you have world. Then after that you have continent, and inside and in the after that you have country wise data. Okay. So basically, yeah, maybe you can prefer this type of shape also in some cases where the distribution among the different continents is not like that. Okay. I mean, it is not this much uneven. Okay, dumbbell points, I think, yeah, we can ignore. So you can see the shapes only. Okay. So here again, I mean, how much progress has happened after yeah, like from this year to that year, something like that. Okay, over the time, what is the progress you have?
Looks kind of similar to a Gantt chart.
Yeah, not exactly. Yeah, it may look like that, but it's not like that. But yeah, I would personally prefer in this situation the other charts. Okay. But yeah, since we have this, so yeah, I showed you the figure, but definitely you can explore these things. So like the error bars and all. Okay. I'm just trying to skip this thing. So these are the basic charts only. I mean, nothing fancy or like that. I would say. Okay. Okay, error bars you had. Okay, again the same thing. The box plots. So box plot also, I think you would have seen in the libraries like Matplotlib and all. Okay. Yeah. So whoever has done MLP, just stay silent. Other than them, so whoever just completed the Python. So are you aware about this chart? I mean this chart, this box plot chart.
Yeah, sir, in statistics one.
Okay, yeah, statistics you have read. Okay, so one question is related to statistics I would ask here. So okay, based on this shape, can you comment whether it's positive? So this question is common to everyone. I mean, okay. So can you comment whether it's a positively skewed or negatively skewed, or yeah, symmetrical data, or whether it
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay, so yeah. Other than Pritodik, yeah, anyone else?
We can say it is skewed, and then we can also see the outliers, right?
Yeah, outliers. Yeah, outliers. I think yeah, everyone would be
We
able
can
to.
find the range, sir. Range.
Okay, so you can find the range. Okay.
We get the 4-number summary, as they call it.
Okay, yeah, 4-number summaries. So again, yeah, you will have quartile 1, a minimum, maximum, quartile 1, quartile, yeah, median, and quartile 3. Okay. So okay, so this type of data you will get from this box plot. Okay, that I understand. I think yeah, everyone would be getting that point. So what I am asking, so based on this shape, I mean, based on box plot, can you comment whether it's a skewed data or not? And if yes, then how you will?
Yeah, depending on the position of the box with respect to the whiskers, right? Or how long the whiskers are.
Okay. Yeah. Other than Pritodik, anyone like to give it a try?
So it looks very symmetric, but it is slightly skewed to the left, kind of positive, like left skewed.
Okay. So what you said? I mean, this dinner is toward the left side. So that is what you are saying.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. That is not the case. I mean, just assume. See, my question is that just see this bar graph, this box plot. Okay. Based on this box plot, can you comment anything? I mean, just by seeing the one box plot, can you comment whether it's a positively skewed data or negatively skewed data, or it is symmetrical?
Yes, sir. We can say
I think it is a positive skew data, or you can say the right skewed.
Sir, is it limited to the lower and
The
upper
median
limits?
line is not in the middle, no?
Yes, sir. That's why, sir. It is
That's
toward the more left, so the skewed will go to the right side, sir.
So yeah, one good observation is that the middle line is not at the top, not at the center. Okay. So yeah.
Also based on the number of outliers, we can say how I mean the way.
In skewness, I don't think outlier pair,
Yeah.
but because of the median, we can say that no, it is from the left side from the original position. So the skewed go to the positive or the right side. That's
Yeah,
how I
median
say.
is the first, and also based on the outliers. I mean, as many outliers are there, the skewness goes to the right side, right? So
I assume outliers. See, ultimately outliers are just 4 points. Okay, 4 data points, and you are getting some shape. Okay, I think I need to. Okay, I may need to open the whiteboard. It's okay. Someone can comment for here. Okay, so so what I'm saying here. Okay, so what I'm saying here. See, this outliers is not giving you any idea about this one. I mean, whether it's a positively skewed or negatively skewed. Okay, but yeah, this midpoint, it will help you, and midpoint and this length of this whisker. Okay, length of this line. Okay, so which one is small, which one is long? It can. Yeah. Yeah. So these lines will give you the idea whether it's a positively skewed or negatively skewed. Okay. I think yeah, this type of graph you will see in every library like Matplotlib or Seaborn, in every line. Okay. So when the median is closer to the bottom of the box, and if the whisker is shorter on the lower end, okay, then the distribution is positively skewed. Okay. So that's the thing here. Again, this yeah. So I think you will see. I mean, you may need to plot this box plot in maybe in MLP course. Okay, but I think
Sir,
yeah.
Sir, please go one slide back, sir. Where you can show both. Sir, what about the right one side? The median is in middle, but there will be a distribution of data on the right side more than downside less. So it will be skewed or not? No skewed.
Again, I assume it is skewed only. Okay.
But sir, if we
maybe the shape, actually the size is in such a way that we are not able to comment anything. Maybe you can just check. Okay.
Okay.
But what happens usually, no? I mean, if this shape, this line is towards this, in whatever size this line will be there, no? I mean that median line at that
Yes.
side the length will be higher. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So maybe you can, you can see, okay, you can explore. So I'm assuming that, see, although in the graph we are able to see that this line is at the center, ideally it should not be.
Yes, sir, it may be. There may be a scaling quantity.
Yeah,
something.
So again, histogram you would have used in many libraries. Okay, and I assume since you have completed the statistics course, so you have idea. So again, when should you use histogram and when? Okay, yeah, when should you use histogram? Anyone whoever has not spoken yet, question to them.
Sir, I have a
distribution.
Yeah.
Sir,
Sorry?
I have a question regarding the previous chart, the like the box plot. Sir, like box plot and candlestick charts are they similar? Like in the stock market analysis?
No. They are not similar. Candlestick has other properties.
Yes, sir. Can we have a session? In this session, can we discussing about the candle chart also?
Okay, I'll try to say. I mean the brief idea about that. Okay,
Sure,
maybe
sure.
at the end. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, someone was saying about this histogram.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
So we use the histogram when we have continuous class intervals. Like we have given the data that the students in the 10 to 20 marks range, 20 to 30 marks range are this. Then we can plot a continuous bar graph.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. So similar to the correct answer. Okay. Anyone else would like to give it a try?
It's basically the frequency distribution, also continuous frequency distribution.
Yeah, precise word, I would say. Yeah, it's basically a frequency distribution. And whatever you said earlier, I mean, someone who said earlier, that you are also saying the same thing. It's just that the words are pretty precise here. Okay, that frequency distribution. Okay, so yeah, in the histogram also, I mean, you have already used, so I won't explain this. Okay, so again, this scatter plot matrix. Yeah, here, okay, I think, yeah, you have also used it. So again, I would say that whoever will go through the, I mean, this ML, because again, you have to plot the different feature versus different features, and there you have to do the scatter plot. Okay, I mean, it's a general practice we do. I mean, maybe after that you explore the, I mean, but if you see any interesting observation between two features, no, let's say sepal weights and sepal length. Okay, if you see some interesting relationship, then maybe you can plot those two features separately and try to get some insights from them. Okay, whoever is watching this graph, just tell me why these lines are, I mean, along the diagonal, these lines are linear. I mean, it is linear. So this question is just same. Yeah.
Same features.
Same X and Y.
I just try to, I just wanted to see whether everyone is active or not. Okay. So again, yeah, same feature. Okay, nothing else. Okay.
So this is kind of like a correlation matrix. Covariance matrix. Right?
Yeah, like that. Yeah, it is the
like
graph.
a pictorial representation of a covariance matrix also.
Yeah, it is.
Please show the code just 1 second.
Yeah, the codes are pretty simple only. Okay, I mean, yeah, you will see the scatter matrix.
Just this much code, we were able to generate so many scatter graphs.
Yeah, you will be able to do that. I mean, there are, I mean, just 2-3 lines of codes in every library. Okay, you will just write it will plot. Here you have mentioned this all the column name also. No, I mean, you don't have to write the column. I mean, you exactly use the for loop, and from the first column to the last column, and yeah, it will directly give you all the plots. Okay.
So one quick query. Instead of this, isn't correlation heat map more informative?
Correlation heat map. Yeah. That. So see, a different graph and different thing has different job. Okay. So there you can directly you will get some number. Okay. I'll ask you the sepal length and sepal width. You will give me this number. This much correlation between these two things are there. But if we see this this shape, no, I mean, particularly this graph, this scatter plot, here you can observe, I mean, what is the exact relation. See, here you see, I also need to see whether what is the blue color representing, what is the red color representing. Okay. Okay. So if you see, I mean, there you may identify or you may get some pattern in those. Okay. And this particularly this plot you do to check whether your data are symmetrical or not, whether some outliers are there, and if some outliers are there, when you will do the EDA and you train the final model, just try to ignore that outliers and see whether your model is performing better or not. Okay, lot of things you can do. Okay, these graphs you plot not to just get the correlation value. Okay, you plot these graphs to get the insight, like what is the relation between these two data, not the exact whether it is correlated or not. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe the distribution relationship between. So 2 points. See, the main target of ADA is 2 points. Okay, check the relationship between different data and gain the get the insights between the between the different values and different points. Okay, so that's the thing here. Again, the Peset and Trills plot. So it is just like in the same graph, you let's say you have gender. So it is always good to plot I mean both things together only. Okay, I mean side by side, so that you can easily compare. Okay, so this is what this I mean this plot, column Peset plots does. Okay, here you simply, I mean just in the same graph only. Okay, side by side you plot. Okay, so I think, anyone has any doubt till now or would like to discuss anything?
Sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, despite we have many tools to visualize our data, suppose we want to select one tool which is best among all the tools to visualize our data, what we should choose to visualize, sir? I think you understand my question, sir.
Yeah, I got your question. So that is the main thing. I mean, see, ultimately, I at the beginning only I asked, so everyone agreed that visualization is needed. So
Yes,
now
sir.
the second question came, effective visualization. So always our target is to visualize effectively. I mean, which graph will be more suitable to which person. It's like I'm asking the same question you see in the ML question. There also you have same question like which model you should use in which data set. Okay, it depends on I mean situation to situation. Okay,
Yes,
you
yes.
can't have some ready-made solutions, but yeah, there are few instructions like, for example, you have cyclical data, then circular charts are very helpful. Okay, whenever you have the time period data, or no, I mean the cyclical data, let's say January to December, something like that. In this type of shape, you just try to visualize. Circular data will be very helpful. Okay, something like that. So
okay.
Sir, where is the recording link for this workshop?
I think YouTube IIT MBS channel, there is a live streaming happen. I think I post
No,
or
I am
someone
not
post the link.
not subscribe this channel. If
Okay,
you
okay.
mail the participant the recording link.
Okay, I'll try to see. Okay.
An attendance sheet, sir, for today.
Okay, attendance it helps there. Just now I was there. So Chaitanya, do we have any attendance sheet separately?
Sir, I don't have today's attendance sheet.
Okay. I have created one. So I'll share that. Maybe whenever we need that. So yeah, just fill the entry time. Maybe whoever is till now, they can fill the exit time till 6 p.m. Okay. Other than that, I think I think your name and all the name, mail ID, all these things will be there. Okay. So yeah, I think Achal has already posted the live stream. This live session link. Okay. So I have shared the attendance sheet. Whoever is present today, they can mark their attendance. See, ultimately, it's just a beginning of the data visualization. It's not data visualization. I just introducing you your new chart. Okay, that's it. and you have to, I mean, now you know these charts also. Okay, now when you will go in the real world, you have to decide which one can help you. I just tried to explain like what are the advantages of this yeah, this weapon, or what are the disadvantages of this weapon. Okay, something like that. Okay. Yeah, till here we have completed. Yeah. So you see, again here. Yeah, I think yeah, we talked. It's always good to if let's say we have just I mean 2-3 columns. So it's good to plot these things. I mean, the side by side only. Okay, that is what we have done here, and that is what we call as a facet plot. Okay, and trail plots, trellis plot. I think there we have this, yeah, gender ratio. I mean, it is column wise stacked. Okay. Earlier it was side by side. Now it's a column. It is stacked. Okay. I think yeah, these things are not very helpful. I would say the parallel category diagram. I think I also need to see. Okay. Same thing. The violin plot. I think you would have already seen. Anyone would like to say like what is this one? I hope you guys have already seen this.
We have seen violin plots in MLP.
Yeah, in MLP you have seen. Anyone who has not seen this violin plots? I think these are why I'm not discussing these things. So because these are the basic plots. Okay, you may see it in any library. Okay, the other libraries are also equally good for these type of plots. Okay. Then we have linear fit trend lines with plot lists. It's just that I mean, when whoever has completed linear regression, they know. I mean, yeah. Let's say this. What we are doing here is that to write exit time. Yeah, you can write 6 p.m. That's fine. Whoever is
Okay,
no,
actually, we don't need to be exact on entry and exit time, sir, because I don't remember when I entered this.
Okay, okay. Okay, maybe you would have idea, no? I mean, whether you entered at
yes, it's 4:10 or so, I think.
Okay, okay, yeah. You can provide the clues to that. I mean, whether you have entered. So basically, I'm just trying to get the idea whether someone, whoever has entered a bit before 4, whoever has entered between 4 to 4:15, something like that. Okay.
But please show us the code for this.
This one. Okay. Yeah. This is the code. Okay. See, ultimately, in this one, what we have done here. Okay. See, ultimately, these codes will be with you. Okay. You can easily play with them. See, it's just that what new thing we have done here. I mean, in this plot, so we have just tried to plot a line. Okay. Okay. Nothing else. The trend lines, which we call it, is a trend lines. Okay. Okay. I think yeah, these things are not that. I mean, yeah, when you have to plot the trend lines, no, then this type of tips you can use. But yeah, I personally don't find this that this is not that much useful. Okay, again, this marginal plots. Basically, the heat maps, I would say. So again, this is just like you have already, I would say, in the heat maps. I think in Seaborn we have a good heat map. I mean, I pretty like yeah, I like that. I mean, particularly the aesthetics part. It's easily interpretable.
So
But
here we can plot different types
yeah,
in the
yeah,
same.
you can, yeah, same thing. I mean, here also you can use the colors and all. It's just that, I mean, see, if we can do same thing in basic, then why to go to the advanced version? Okay, if we are using some advanced tools, then yeah, definitely use the advanced part of that. For plotting the bar plot, or I mean count plot, these things you can use the basic libraries only. Okay, but yeah, whatever you have over there, you can do all those things over here also. Okay. So yeah, Again, this is strip chart. Yeah, I think these things you can explore. Okay. So if anyone is interested, then I can discuss. But I personally don't feel that. I mean, these graphs are very much. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember. Okay. So these graphs, yeah, are basic graphs only. Okay. So again, I mean, you don't see, I mean, that much big difference or something, something very new. Okay. But yeah, choropleth, I wanted to discuss. Okay. And I think, yeah, there would be few, one or two graphs. Yeah, these two graphs I will discuss. Okay. This 3D graph and this one, this choropleth. Okay. I think then we will be done with this session. Okay. So, okay. Sometime my laptop is getting stuck. I don't know why. Yeah. So the good thing about the chloropleth map is that we display the data geometrically. So have you seen the elections? I mean, we see the graph, this type of graph, no? I mean, there you see the colors like yeah, saffron colors and I mean saffron colors for BJP and the different colors for different parties. Okay, just to show that, I mean, which constituency who is winning, who has majority of votes. I mean, something like that. Does anyone remember? I mean, do anyone remember or?
Yes, sir.
Local state elections.
2 days ago,
Yeah.
Karnataka election happened, so I say that, sir.
Yeah, recently Karnataka election was also there.
Yes.
Okay. So these type of charts are very helpful when you have to show any I mean geometry wise, no. Okay. Like yeah, geometry wise, no. Then these type of charts are very helpful. Okay.
Sir, can you show the code?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely try to show those. Okay. So
Sir, what kind of data is there in district column?
say, which one?
District column in the elections.
Okay. So I assume these are the districts from Canada. I assume that. Okay. So here, if you see, okay, I'll just try to let me run. Here we have two things. Okay. First, for any geometry, you need latitude, longitude. Okay. And then there would be data like different districts name. Okay. Yeah, something like that. Okay. I will just try to. I will also see in right now. I have already run this.
This is a JSON file.
Yeah, so that yeah, that location yeah, location which is kept inside the JSON file, I assume.
Yes, sir. In wave scraping, we also do it, sir.
Okay.
Yes, GeoJSON is there for the district and all.
Okay. See, my system is hanging. You just see. I have to run this now. See here, what all things are here. You have district, their IDs, and yeah, like their geometries and all. Okay. I mean, what is the typical latitude, longitude, and all these things. Okay. Actually, my system is hanging a lot. Okay, so here I think, yeah, we have written the description. Okay, geometry. This can either be supplied as GeoJSON file, where each feature is either an ID field or some identifying value in its properties, or one of the built-in geometry with Plotly, US states and world countries. Okay, a list of values indexed by a feature identifier. Okay, so see here you have my info. I just try to see this. Okay. Basically, in the figure, you use the choropleth, and here you provided the data information, data frame, and along with the data location part. Okay. Then yeah, color and all you can take. Okay. And in the DF data frame, what you have to use as a location, whether it's a district or what, you can put over there. Okay. And then, yeah, you will get figure something like this. So good thing about this is that, yeah, you can use the zoom in, zoom out. Okay. You can explore the individual parts also. Okay. So this type of charts will be helpful in particular case where you have to show some data and some values area wise. Okay. Or state, whether it maybe it's a state wise or state wise, or you can say district wise, or yeah, something like that. Okay. And this one, so here what we have is that we have plotted a scatter plot on maps. So we have what we have used, the size of this circular shape is showing the population. Okay. Wherever you are seeing the big size of this this pop-up. Okay. I mean, yeah, this circle, so that is representing the larger number of population over there. Okay. For this, what we are using, so we have used the same data set. It's just that we just took it for the 2007. Okay. And after that, we have used it scatter underscore geo. Okay. Then you will get the shape, and in that shape, yeah, since we have the values, we have size we have provided as a population pop, so which represents the population. Okay. So that's why you are seeing the different sizes. Okay, I think, yeah, the last one would be this one. Okay. And after that, I think, yeah, maybe we can discuss few things. Okay. So I think, yeah, they have imported the data set. See, ultimately, it's just that a 3D graph. Okay. Where this topology represents like the amount of some values. Okay. I think I also need to see what all inputs are there. I think this type of set you would have seen in some of the course. Where you have seen that one? Can anyone say? I'm also forgetting. I think, yeah, in PCA I was in PCA I think in MLF when I was taking some sessions, so there I have plotted this graph. Anyone
Yes,
remember?
sir.
Sir, if we actually this is very useful in all our sampling plots and everything in MLF, MLT, MLP. Can you actually show, like, can you show with some real data? Like I can, like from the MLT workshop, I can tell you some real data which can be generated. Would you be able to plot and show it to us live, sir? I mean, is it possible? It will take 2 seconds to generate that data.
Okay, we can try maybe after discussing all these things. Okay.
Okay, I'll just give the code to generate that data in the chat. It's just 2 lines.
Okay.
Thanks.
We'll go through that. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So this type of graph will be helpful. I mean, there we used to see, I mean, you just plot it and you just project it into the different axes. Okay. Let's say here we have XY axis or YZ axis. Okay. See, XY is there. So yeah, this is XZ axis. So when you have to plot it, okay, when you have to plot it over the, I mean, when you have to project it on this axis, XZ axis, so then you can, or you have to, maybe you can plot it on, you can project it on YZ axis also. Okay. Something like this we do. And basically what I'm trying to say is this is a 3D plot. So you can do it. I mean, when you have data and you want to show the density at particular point, you can just by showing the height, you can show the density. For example, let's say you have, I mean, for weather forecast, I mean, in some of the news channels, we see that in weather forecast, they show the India's map, and at every places, they just show the, I mean, the country, they just only shows the, I mean, just that state name and the temperature, something like a banner kind of thing. Okay. But in the same situation, you can think like we can create a bar, maybe we can create some bar plot at different areas, I mean, different districts or different city or different state, and the size of bar plot represents the temperature of that area. Something like that we can do. Okay. Or anything, I mean, see, ultimately you have to, what you have to do here is that you can simply plot any x versus y, and the density of at that particular point you can represent with the height. Okay, so in those situations, this this 3D map can help you. Okay. So yeah, again, this contour surface plot with contours, no, is there. So
The 3D plots can also help us in positioning things like.
yeah, that is also point out. I think one graph was there related to this one. I mean, where you have where we plotted the contour plot. Okay. I think someone that's I guess we had. Yeah, here you can see them in the contour plot, like at which portion the density is very high or something like that. Okay, so these were the various graphs which you can use in different situations, different projects or different PPTs. Okay, and maybe at least in MLP when you will do the projects, not all of these will be helpful, but definitely many of these graphs can be helpful over there also during the ADA process. Okay, I think in MLP project we expect the basic level of graphs only, but definitely if you will use some higher level of graphs, no, I mean the particularly in the ADA part, that can be very helpful. I mean that can definitely help you to earn some brownie points. Okay, and definitely see particularly how many of you, okay, again one more question. Okay, okay, so again one more question. So how many of you are planning to do the MLP project in this term?
Me, sir.
Yes, sir. I
Me,
also.
sir.
Me as well.
Just raise the hand. Okay, I think yeah. Okay, I'll just yeah. So yeah. Okay, so around 12 to 13 people are there. So who will be doing the project in this term. So again, so particularly what I will say is, see, whoever has done the earlier, so I see in the majority of the projects, so they were not focusing on the ADA part more. Okay, but yeah, okay, whoever is already, yeah, because you are already done with the project. Okay, so I saw, I mean, most of them are not, I mean, they have not give good attention to the visualization part. Okay, and particularly the ADA part. Okay, ADA part means, I mean, till now whatever I have seen, and basically yeah, that's not the only the student side mistake. We will say that yeah, in course also, like we didn't emphasize that much on the ADA part. Okay, so usually the ADA part means that yeah, just do the bar plot, do the just do the bar plot, just do the scatter plot, and some yeah linear plot and all, and after that yeah, these things. Heat maps. Okay, that is good enough for the EDA part. So that is not the, I mean, agenda of the EDA part. Okay, so in EDA you have to come up with some insights. Okay, you have to do some observation. You have to explore the data and you have to come up with some observations. Okay, it's not always like yeah, these are the, I mean, we have few outliers. We have just I mean, this is the mean, this is a mode value. Okay, that you can directly give the dot description. No, that gives you those values. Okay, but definitely always try to explore the data. Okay, I mean, we would like to see that in your, I mean, the final submission. Okay, so yeah, that would be yeah, one point from my side, because see, ultimately so I think yeah, ADM is yeah, you can say like that, but yeah, the full form you have exploratory data analysis, but yeah, descriptive statistics. Yeah, you can say kind of, I would say. Okay, so yeah, kind of. So but yeah, definitely you should have some good insights. Okay, EDA is like see, EDA, in EDA you have to for example, see, I think yeah, Chaitanya has done this done the data visualization course in this term only, and yeah, he is in one of the groups like who has performed very well I in that course project. Okay, there if you see the EDF, so the course was, I mean, it was all about ED only. It was just that we provided the question. Okay, and they can gain some extra insights also. Okay, so see, always in the real life, I think I have started doing some lectures. Okay, okay. So what I was saying, no, see, ultimately in real life also, you won't get the data set, and you have to do some model training, and you have to give some score value. Okay, it is not like that. Okay, in real life, you have to understand. I mean, you have to see the problem, or either your client is giving you the problem, then you have to use the techniques to come up with the solution. Okay, for example, I'll just give you the it's like a exploratory data analysis. Okay, I mean, in basic language, I will say I have given you the data. You have to explore the data and come up with some insight. Okay. Okay. So let's say in the data set, in this terms of data set, what was the data set? The data set was like a face mask data. Okay, some company has given the face mask data. Okay, what was the data about? In the data we have they have the customer's feedback, like when someone purchased, when someone didn't purchase, all these things were there. Okay, now you have this data set, you have to do something to improve the sales. Okay, that is your question. Now you don't know whether you have to use the ML kind of thing, or you just do the EDA part only. Okay, you see, I mean, just by doing the EDA part also, you can help a lot to your company. And the same thing is they have done in the projects also. Okay. So see here also, I mean, no one is asking you the questions over there. I mean, so in MLP project, we don't ask you any questions, but definitely this can, as I said, this can help you to get some extra marks. Okay, and it looks good. I mean, at least the code part. I mean, this term, what I saw, I mean, many people has just the same codes. I mean, what Balaji has done in the one of the systems. So they have submitted the same codes. Okay. So that is not a good thing. Okay. I mean, you just simply just took the same thing. You just encoded the columns and just use the logic regression or maybe random forest classifier and just got the score. Okay. So definitely just try to create it in such a manner that whoever will see, I mean, whoever will take your Viva, they will see, I mean, you have done some work and some insights which is not, I mean, which is not visible with the naked eye. Okay. For example, I can remember one guy suggested regarding this terms MLP project. Okay. So he was saying that in data set he found the one interesting. So I asked, no, I mean, what is the interesting thing you got in the data set? What is the interesting thing you got? Okay. So he said that when he saw the null values, and many of the null values were the one question actually I only asked that so what do you think? What is the reason of those null values? Whether it is, I mean, someone has not entered the information, or someone has missed to enter the information, or what? Okay. So he said that if you see the null values, you will find that most of the null values are repetitive. I mean, there are different columns. So if in this column we are not able to enter the, like, let's say there are 10 columns. So in one row, someone has entered just six columns values only. Okay. So in the same, just in the immediate row, someone has the same person has entered the same values. Okay, and along with the missing values also. Okay. So in this type of situation, it's better to ignore those null values. Okay. So so see why I said why I came to the conclusion that.
So is there any attendance today?
Yeah, I have shared the sheet, no?
So please share the feedback. I missed it somehow.
Okay.
Yeah, Shamit, I'm giving it to you. Just check the chat box.
Yeah.
And sir, the YouTube link for this is available, sir?
Yeah. I think someone will.
Can you share?
Yeah, someone.
Yeah, please share.
Shamit, it's being publicly live streamed. You'll find it on YouTube only. The channel, it's public.
Mensa or that BSc channel?
Yeah. It's public.
Okay, and please.
Yeah, someone has also posted that. YouTube link also. Yeah. Do you want to add?
I had requested that plotting of that, like if you take
Okay,
just a
okay.
simple
Yeah.
normal distribution data, like bivariate data, how can we see it? Should I just share the code for the generating?
Yeah, just share it. Okay, maybe yeah, before going to that, just see, I mean, because yeah, then at least I will be done with all these things. No? Okay. Let me wind up. Okay. Yeah, so that's the thing about the MLP project also I talked. Okay, that ADA part. And other than that, yeah, I think yeah, regarding the MLP project, we will talk in the MLP course only. I mean, yeah, we'll take the session over there. Okay. So that's all from my side. So yeah, now you guys can say, I mean, okay, yeah, we are open for the comments also. Okay. If you think, I mean, what was
Sir, I've shared the code, sir.
okay, okay.
Sir, I have one query.
Yeah.
One of the plots which you're showing, the chloropit, where we were showing the district-wise distribution of different parties or the color code-wise. You remember?
Yeah.
Is that similar to that geospatial analysis website? This thing, because in TDS I remember something which we did something like that geospatial analysis where we were able to click on a particular area of the map and something like that and visualize everything internally, everything over it, everything.
Okay, geospatial
analysis.
Geospatial. I don't know about that, but yeah, maybe by the name I can say yeah, it will be similar thing only. It's just that in visualization we gave it as a particular name.
Geospatial analysis is part of TDM, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it's part of the TDS, I remember.
TDS, yeah, sorry.
But in that also we had something similar, the visual representation of different countries, states, and in that we had in-depth details about each of the, like when you were hovering over that plot about the world and then country and population, right? In that
Shape
also
files.
something similar. So I was wondering whether that was similar to this.
Yeah. So Colab, it is a technical name given. I mean, in terms of data we call it we give it this type of shape as a yeah. We have this technical name Colab. And yeah, geospatial. By the name, it seems like it would be also giving you the similar information, but I am not sure. I am not going to that.
No, I have worked on a lot of geospatial consulting work. I'll tell you. Somebody said use the word shapefile. That's correct. Absolutely correct. So geospatial is basically you're looking at maps or you're looking at geographic data that becomes your base layer. And on top of it, you can add a lot of things, right? You can add density, you can add road, you can add all kinds of things. You can add population data, right? You'll have to keep adding layers and layers of data that happens through shapefiles. It is a different tech stack. To do a full geospatial analytics, you have to have a separate tech stack. Some basic integrations can be done. Tableau has the facility and things like that. But to do a full thing, it's a separate software. Like ArcGIS is very popular, right? So it's a separate tech stack which uses a lot of geospatial information, mapping information, shape files, location data, what is called as POI data, points of interest, like where are hospitals located, where are malls located, where are streetlights located, right? So it's a separate tech stack which is used. But think of it like what you said is right, which is, you get into each of the small geography and you're able to see, right? And that's how you have this here, you have that here, right? But yeah, it's something like that, if that makes sense.
Okay, thank you. I thought it looked similar to this chloropect, so I was wondering whether it was a common term or related, like as you were studying the graph.
I don't know that. It's geospatial analytics is basically, it's geography based spatial, right? Spatial. You look at spaces, you look at various things, and geography based analytics.
Okay.
I don't know about that specific term.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sir, I sent you the code for that visualization.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll see that. So what we have to do here? I mean that.
So I'm saying, can we just look at a 3D plot, like you had looked at the 3D plot here?
Okay.
I'll just go. Yeah, you said Mount Bruno elevation, something like that. If we have to just see this as a.
Yeah, maybe yeah, we can see that. So let me open this window.
You'll have to import NumPy as a package.
Yeah, I think I can write all these things. Okay. Maybe can I put it after the session also? I mean, maybe in the Discord or something, somewhere like that. I mean, maybe using the different libraries also, if that will be
Sure.
helpful to you.
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
Just so in any MLP or MLF, yeah, in any Discord, just put it and just tag me. Okay.
What do I tag you as, sir? What is
Just
the
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Okay, I'll do it.
Okay. Because yeah, at that time, yeah, I can give you it. Okay, sorry,
Sir, a request is that I have a request, sir. Actually, if you can summarize all those charts and where their possible uses and share with us as a document, sir, then that will be a great.
Yeah, something like that I can create. Okay, I won't commit the times, but something like that I will create, and I can, yeah, I'll put it on the database course also. Or maybe, yeah, I can share with all.
Sir, yesterday's Colab had a flowchart, and it is specifically based on that.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yes, sir. Actually, I am asking on the same note, sir.
Yeah. So in that you saw the, I mean, that was not in that details, but yeah, definitely that flowchart is there. No. So ultimately, the main target of these sessions are that only. I mean, you should have clear understanding when to use the bar chart, when to use the count plot. I mean, when you have to use the scatter plot, all these things. I mean, at least you should not worried about these things. Okay. I mean, you should have some backlift flow map. Okay.
Yes, sir. And sir, please share it over. Can you like just share it over the emails you collected as in the attendance form? Because we are not in degree level and we are not enrolled to that data visualization course.
Okay. At least this basic. I mean, I already had one PDF. I mean, that I had not created. I had found one PDF. I mean, around 25 or 30 page PDF. So for the basic chart, that PDF was good enough. Okay. There you had the flow map and all. Okay. I'll just try to search that. If I get that PDF, no, I'll also forward that. Okay.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
That way there had 25 or 30 page PDF was there. Okay. So in those PDF, yeah, it was clearly defined. I mean, particularly for the basic level chart. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Anything related to this course? I mean, this session. Any feedback or anything?
So it's a very great session, sir. The 3 days are very wonderful visualization part, and we learn more things, sir. It may be introduction, but we learn more, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you for the session, sir.
Thank you
Yes,
for
sir.
this
It
session,
is
sir.
actually an interactive session from the start, sir. Like I kept connect with the class from start to last and never miss a single part. So that was an interesting point.
Okay, that is good to hear. And
even to learn many things also, sir.
Okay. So one thing I would say, ultimately, one thing I observed here, maybe when we will do the next time for particularly for the data visualization session, no, then we will try to take some more time and at least, maybe some more time we will take, because so that we should have enough time. For this session also, I just cut down many parts. Okay. First, I was also planning to give you some agenda. I mean, I wanted to talk about some historical, charts, because I personally feel very, I am personally fascinated with those charts. I mean, at those time, just think like 200 or 200 to 300 year back, someone has created that level of chart. Okay. So for one chart, we just discussed briefly, no? I mean, there are multiple charts. I mean, and how much helpful those charts were. Okay. And how they help to take a very big decision. Okay.
And a request also, sir, like if we can have a session on that, like how to think after EDA, like after we done EDA on some data set, then how to approach that problem, like how to gain more information from those charts like that.
So maybe in this term, in MLP project, we will take few sessions. Okay. At least, I'll take few sessions where I'll particularly discuss these things. Okay. So that's why I just give you the introduction, like how this EDA part can be done in MLP project. But other than that, also I'll take few sessions in MLP project, and where I'll try to discuss. I mean, how you should approach the problems. Okay, it's not just about just training the models. I mean, just putting the logistic regression or just putting some class, some estimator name and train the model. Okay. And how, in
Yes,
which
sir.
direction, at least I'll try to guide you. I mean, which direction you should think. Okay. For example, just today I just
Yes,
gave
sir,
you an
basically.
idea. I mean,
Sir, it is, sir, hello.
Yeah, Vasu.
Sir, it is GIMMI, right, sir?
GIMMI.
Yeah, I'll just share that on the
Okay.
forum. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. So by tonight, I'll
No rush, sir. No rush.
Yeah, because like now I won't see these things. Okay, but maybe in the night time I'll see. I'll go through it. Okay. Yeah. So there are multiple maps. Okay, I'll try to so using the different libraries. So that's why I thought, instead of just rushing over here, it's better to do discuss it later. I mean, to share all the codes and all. Okay. Okay.
Sir, about the ML
Thank you
project,
for the
we will
great
get
session.
Yeah.
the ML project Kaggle notebooks for this term.
Yeah.
When we will get?
When will you get that? Is it what you are asking?
Actually, we got in mail, I think, the MLP guidance link actually.
Okay. Yeah, you would have got the link.
Yeah, we got it in mail.
Yeah.
Sorry, what is this? Sorry, I didn't get anything. What is this? Sorry.
I also didn't get anything.
MLP guidance document. No, we got it in mail. We got a link actually.
When?
Only for BDM it is pending actually.
Oh, I think it is 15 days ago. I think, not me.
What is it
Yeah,
called?
it came 1 or 2 weeks back.
Yeah.
No, it's the guidance document for all the projects.
It's on
like
6th May, I think.
Yeah.
Guidance.
Some 1 or 2
6th
weeks
or
back.
5th May.
Only for BDM it is pending. So others it came.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
The MLP project is, sir, tough or medium, sir, because this is the first time I do project.
Don't worry about this project. Okay. It's just that, I mean, even I think within a week, if you give 2 to 3 hours, no, that is much more than enough. Okay. But
Is
definitely,
it full of coding, sir? Only Python coding?
I would say, see, whatever you have learned in MLP course, no, that is good enough to pass the project, but still, I'll try to push you beyond that. Okay. That is what currently I'm assuming, but let's see how much I can do.
Another thing about the MLP project, sir, the timeline, sir. Actually, I am doing the MLP course and the MLP project alongside, sir. So, is there any issue with the timeline? Like, I actually do not know about the scikit-learn libraries and other libraries required to do the project.
You are doing the project and the work thing together. Then I personally, I would suggest you to not do. I mean, if you have time, then don't do. But otherwise, you will have to, and you don't know anything about a skill, then you have to go through all the lectures within 3-4 weeks only. Okay, it is like that. Okay.
Okay, sir. Actually, this term is going to be my next term if I able to do those, do those steps.
So in that case, it will be little hectic because just to understand, I mean, within a 3-4 weeks, you have to cover all the lectures for MLP.
Like till week 12.
Yeah. So till week 9, till week 9 is there. So you have to cover all the lectures till week 9.
Okay, sir.
So yeah.
Sir, this 3 days Colab notebook, if you can share with us in our email, that will be helpful.
I think they were shared, no? I mean, the Chaitanya has already shared in the chat box.
It's not opening, sir. It's requesting access.
Maybe have you seen, I mean, whether you are trying to access using the ITM ID?
Okay.
Hello?
If you're accessing, if you're doing it on the phone and your default ID is not the IITM ID, it will not allow.
Yeah,
if ID is IITM ID, it will allow.
Okay, bye Vijit. Yeah, I think, And one good thing about this session, I would also say, see, ultimately, you all guys were really interactive, and that helps us to, push our limits also. Okay, I mean, we also try to deliver as much as we can. Okay, when the people are interactive, no, then in those cases, this thing happens. And I saw like many of you were interactive since the beginning. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for that. Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the great
Yeah.
session.
Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Thank you,
Professor,
sir.
sir.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Bye. Bye.
Bye, sir. Bye, sir. Thank you.